You show up differently in your life when you are feeling love for yourself rather than when you're feeling any other emotion. We talk a lot about self-care, but this is really much deeper than just self-care. When you commit yourself to fiercely, unconditionally loving yourself, no matter what, you become braver in your life. You become bolder. You become more empowered to go after life and love and to take long shot chances. And because you know that no matter what happens, you've got your own back, that you're always okay. And this is not a soft skill. This is not a self-care list. This is a commitment that you make to yourself that changes everything. And so this is a commitment that you make to love yourself no matter what, even when things are hard and even when things get messy. When we commit to this process and learn this process of staying in love for ourselves, staying in compassion, empathy, forgiveness, these kinds of emotions, it keeps us from slipping into that self-judgment or that criticism and those feelings of unworthiness or not being good enough. And that happens, but when we're able to pull ourselves back into love again, we move through life so much quicker, smoother, and more effectively. And so when you're slipping into those emotions all the time of not being good enough, of anger, of shame, of guilt and frustration, all that kind of stuff, that's often what leads to habits like overspending on your money, overeating, over drinking, and all kinds of other numbing mechanisms, sex, drugs, YouTube, whatever it might be, relationships, unhealthy relationships, that kind of dull the pain of those negative emotions. And so this is also where painful patterns come from, like perfectionism, people pleasing, overachievement, and ways of compensating for that feeling of deficiency. When you commit to this practice of radical self-love, of healing your relationship with yourself, then you have the means and you're so much more powerful to create the life that you want. And so you have that kind of strong, grounded center, and you can accomplish so much more, and you can be so much more present instead of always spinning out in all these negative emotions, worrying about how you look, what people think about you, are you good enough, did you do it right? When you just know who you are and how worthy and lovable you are, you have so much mental space cleared up. Say that the goal of this is not to feel positive all the time. It's not about being positive Polly and rainbows and daisies. The goal is for you to feel grounded and stable and in control of your mind, your emotions, and your future. So when you feel grounded and stable, then you can make better decisions.